Now, once again, welcome in the lectures series on the power system. So, in this lecture, one can learn the how to draw the sequence impedances of synchronous machine. As you know that synchronous machines are mostly used as a alternator to generate the power, and to generate the power, the terminal voltage of the uh, alternator should be equal magnitude. So it is designed such that all the windings are symmetrical. So induced EMF at its terminal will be equal magnitude. Now here to draw the sequence impedance of synchronous machine, it is assumed that machine is at no load and the its neutral is grounded through the impedance Zn, and let the induced voltage are EA, EB and EC. If there is a fault, then unbalanced current IA, IB and IC flows in the line if there is a fault on unbalanced load, and when the fault is grounded, then neutral current will be equal to the sum of these unbalanced current, means IA plus IB plus IC. Here in this diagram you can see that this neutral or star point is grounded through the impedance Zn. Induced voltage, as we have assumed that EA, EB and EC, these windings are assumed symmetrical, so its reactances or impedances of these windings will be equal. So terminal voltage at this point will be equal. Now first one is positive sequence impedance of synchronous machine. Due to the flow of positive sequence current, there will be a armature reaction, and that field rotates at the synchronous speed in the direction of rotor. So this in this condition, machine offers the direct axis reactances, and this reactance means positive sequence impedance will depend upon the armature resistance and corresponding reactances. So here XD double dash means sub-transient reactance, XD dash transient reactance and steady state reactance. So RA, if RA is neglected, means RA assumed to be negligible, then Z1 will be JXD dash or JXD double dash or JXD. So that will depend upon the time period, whether the transients or subtransient die down and comes into the steady state. Now three-phase model for positive sequence, since in this case voltage can generate and that will be positive sequence voltage here. So Z1 will be RA plus J XT double dash or XT dash or XT. That depends upon the time period and nature of the circuit condition. So here in this case, what would be a per phase representation of this synchronous machine, since we want to simplify it and we want to represent in the sequence current and sequence voltages. So here there will be voltage EA, then in this in the series with this induced there will be impedance, positive sequence impedance. So behind the voltage there will be a positive sequence impedance. and the flow of the positive sequence current takes place, and at the terminal you will find the positive sequence voltage VA1. So this is the reference voltage or neutral. So with respect to this is a having a voltage potential VA1. So this is the positive sequence impedance. So in the positive sequence, you will find the induced voltage as well as the positive sequence impedance and flow of positive sequence current. Right at the terminal, there will be positive sequence voltage. Now, negative sequence current produces a rotating field in opposite direction to the rotor at the double the synchronous speed. Since it is a flowing opposite to the rotor direction, so their relative speed will be double the synchronous speed. So at this double the stator frequency, induced current is at double the stator frequency in the rotor field as well as damper winding. So here negative sequence MMF will faces the reluctance of uh, direct axis as well as the quadrature axis. So since reluctance offered by machine to the flow of negative sequence changes from XD dash to XQ dash. So here means reactance uh, changes from XT double dash to XQ dash. So what would happen? Negative sequence impedance will be equal to sum of armature resistance RA plus average of this positive uh, uh, subtangent reactance, direct axis subtangent reactance plus uh, quadrature axis subtangent average of direct axis and quadrature axis subtangent reactance. If RA is neglected, you can write this Z2 will be J times direct axis subtangent reactance plus quadrature axis subtangent divided by 2 or simply x2. Here to determine the negative sequence impedance, what one can do, here the field one is short circuited and current is passed from the armature side, so that at a lower value, so that will be opposite to the main means reference sequence. So this way there will be current that is flowing opposite to the positive sequence, so that will be rotating at the double the synchronous speed. So this is the way one can determine by testing the machine, but in actual case it will not uh, be appear. So here there will not be induced EMF in case of negative sequence. So here there is a no induced EMF EA, EB or EC. So only the negative sequence impedance Z2 are shown for each phase, and there is a flow of negative sequence current IA2, IB2 or IC2. So per phase model of negative sequence network of synchronous machine, there will not be any induced EMF, and it is pass in an opposite direction. So here it is represented Z2 I2 V2. So here this V2 will be Z2 I2 V2 VA2 will be equal to minus Z2 into IA2 because it is in opposite direction. Now zero sequence impedance of synchronous machine. Here flow of zero sequence current creates a three phase fluxes distributed in space by 120 degree, and these fluxes are equal magnitude, hence total sequence flux will be zero because these are distributed in space by 120 degree, and that will be resulting a zero sequence flux. Total zero sequence flux will be zero. So in the air gap field caused by zero sequence, current is zero. So in the air gap field caused by zero sequence, current is zero. So means there is a no field, means no armature reaction. So in this condition, synchronous machine offers only leakage reactance. So zero sequence impedance will be equal to Z0G, or G will be equal to its armature resistance plus zero sequence impedance. If armature resistance is neglected, this will be Jx naught. So and that will be equal to the leakage reactance. So here, how to determine the zero sequence impedance? It can be done manually through the auto transformer. Prime mover is not used in this case. So for in a laboratory, we can rotate its rotor by hand. The field is short circuited, while all the armature windings are connected. Here you can see all the armature windings. These are connected parallel and making a one terminal, and current is passed in this through the auto transformer at a lower voltage. This one terminal, this is making these three are parallel with this point, neutral point. A voltage is passed such that a zero sequence current flow. This is the condition. This condition is created. If these three terminals are parallel, these three are in parallel, means and then in this series there is a Zn. This is Zn. So you can find the impedance of this circuit, means since it is a Z0, G, all these three are Z0G. So equivalent of Z03 will be Z0G by 3 plus Zn. So equivalent impedance will be 3Zn by 3Zn plus Z03 by 3. But here the current is only I naught. That's why to get that, here the current value is shown at 3 I naught, and zero sequence impedance has been shown 3Zn plus Z naught G. So here this will be zero sequence impedance. So Z naught and zero sequence current IA naught. Right? So here in place of Zn there will be 3Zn. What we can say? 3Zn with Z0 naught per phase representation. The current is IA naught, and that current direction will be actually opposite, since we are passing the current through the auto transformer so that we can determine the zero sequence current. So here there is a negative sign VA naught equal to minus of 3Zn plus Z0 G into IA naught, since the current direction is opposite, or Z naught IA naught. So total zero sequence impedance per phase will be 3Zn plus Z0G. So here one can find the positive, negative or zero sequence impedance. For positive, you run the synchronous machine as normal, and then you can find the impedance of its machine, that will be the positive sequence machine. While to get the negative sequence impedance of the machine, what you have to do, you have to supply the current from the armature side, and that will be flowing opposite to the main field, and that will be rotating at a double the synchronous speed, so that will face not only the direct axis reactance but also the quadrature axis. So average will be direct reactance offered by the machine will be direct axis plus quadrature axis divided by 2. That will be the negative sequence impedance. So that can be easily determined in a laboratory. Similarly, zero sequence impedance can also be found in the laboratory. All the phases are connected in parallel. With that terminal and neutral, we through the auto transformer we pass a we supply voltage, and that due to this there will be a zero sequence current flowing in that, and that will be giving the zero sequence impedance. And that impedance, if there is a uh, uh, in the path there is a impedance of that path is Zn. So in that case, equivalent zero sequence impedance due to Zn and Z0 G will be equal to minus 3 Zn plus Z0 G. So this way one can determine the sequence impedances of the machine, and all are independent, so these can be very easily analyzed for any unbalanced case or for any faulty condition. So thank you very much, and definitely you learn how to determine the positive and negative and zero sequence impedance of a synchronous machine, and that will be very useful for the fault analysis. Thank you once again.